How's it going, y'all? This is Legendary Nats, also known as Stan, and we're back. I believe we're on episode 28 now. I've really been enjoying it. You're probably wondering why I'm all the way back here after the last episode since we were in Darkroot Garden. But I've actually been doing a lot of farming. First off, I want to thank everyone who's checked on me while I've been sick and encouraging me. I do definitely appreciate it. It was a crazy few days, and we were going to do, my wife and I, we were going to do some God of War Dad Edition, but during our time this weekend, one, I was just not feeling good at all, and then she started not feeling good, and then today we were going to do all of our bulk recording for the entire week, and we just didn't have time. We were just trying to spend some time together. And I also want to say that I have hit 77 subscribers last time I checked. So the mad support that's out there, guys, like, I really do appreciate it. But over the course of the past couple days, I haven't really been recording too much. I've been actually trying to do a few other things, but I did do some farming last night and today. I now have, let's see, a Great Sword plus 10, Zweihander plus 5, a Grave Lord Sword plus 4, a Uchi-Katana plus 5, which I didn't show this because I forgot to do it, but if you killed the merchant in the very beginning of the game, the really, really weird one who was petting the bucket, I kind of pointed out that he was petting the bucket. If you kill him, you get the Uchi-Katana. It's a really good little dex weapon starting out. I have a plus 12 rapier, and I'm going to kind of go back and forth between the rapier, Grave Lord Sword, and a couple other weapons. Rickard's rapier, plus 5. Butcher's knife, plus 6. And I think that's and a composite bow, plus 5. I also got a dark hand while doing some farming down in the New Londo ruins. So let's see what it does. It's 80% physical, magic, fire, and lightning. So it's really good all around. And it's got 999 durability. So this thing will take forever for you to actually break it. And it's also got occult damage. You see that with the black ring down there at the bottom. Let's see if I can actually... Nope, I can't do it. I was trying to actually select it, but you can see right there where it has like a little blood splatter, drop of purple ooze, a white, and then a black ring. That actually is, the white ring is for divine, and the black ring is for occult. So, and it's also got a physical attack. I don't even know what that physical attack does. Let's see. Oh, it's just a regular punch. And then you can also steal humanity, I believe, from using the weapon. So there is that as well. And then, let's see, what else did I do? I got my Pyromancy Flame all the way to plus 15. I bought a Thorlin Talisman. Got my Grass Crest Shield at the plus 5. And I'm thinking about changing it up and using a different weapon, or different shield. Because the place that I'm going to take us today... is going to be somewhere where we're going to get something else that will help out with stamina regeneration. And then let me show you what I have. First, let me put my sword back. But we're going to just kind of do a little bit of side stuff today, and we'll probably go into the next place that I was wanting to go to. I did pick up the Enchanted Amber. And this is to make things into magic weapons, but this Enchanted Ember, a form of sorcery, is a vestige of the lost land of Ulasil. Ascends plus 5 magic weapons to enchanted weapons. The sorcerer's enchanted weapon that inflicts magic damage and is boosted by intelligence. So you can end up making a magic weapon, ascending it to a magic weapon, and then do it as an enchanted weapon, which does a little bit more damage. And then, what else did I get? Nothing right there. I did buy a bunch of spells as well, so Soul Arrow, Heavy Soul Arrow. I found Great Magic Weapon, which we can use now. And, of course, we know about that. I got 2 things of fireball, so now I can actually equip 2 things of it and have 16 shots. I bought fire orb, which says the flaming fire orb explodes upon impact, causing fire splash damage in a spectacle, which seems to symbolize the strength of fire manipulating pyromancers. Of course, we know about that. And then I have 2 combustions. I do have great combustion. I also got fire whip, the root pyromancy of combustion, but more difficult to wield, which it kind of is, because you do your hand in a circular motion, and it is a lot harder to do. I did buy Poison Mist and Acid Surge. No, we found Acid Surge. I did buy Poison Mist, though, I believe. Then we got these other ones. And then I bought Great Heal from our boy Petrus. And I bought Homeward, which is basically a free Homeward Bone. And then, of course, we have just all of our regular stuff from there. And that, and I mentioned the second to last episode I did. Oh, and I also have a Baldur's Side sword at plus 10. But we were going to read over a specific weapon I just got, which was the Jagged Ghost Blade. Jagged Blade wielded by New Londo ghosts. Violent thrust attack. One of the cursed weapons inflicts damages to ghosts. Now, there are only 3 ways to... Well, actually, there's really only 2 ways to inflict damage to ghosts. One of those ways are to actually... First, I'm going to tell you where we need to go. We're going to be going to Daughter of Chaos. But one of those ways to inflict that damage is you have to use a transient curse, or you have to be cursed yourself. So, like, let's say you are actually in a particular area or in the depths, and you get cursed by those basilisks. They will actually give you the ability, because you're already cursed, to actually hurt those ghosts that are in the area, or by inflicting a temporary curse, like whatchamadoodle, transient curse, so that you can actually hurt them, or use the cursed weapon, which that Ghost Blade, from my knowledge, is the only cursed weapon. Now, if someone knows something different, please put in the comments below, my friends. And I'm kind of rocking back to our original armor a little bit. I did change it up some, but man, I just really like this armor, and it makes it really nice to use. I've always been a big fan of this armor. But one of the things I really wanted to hit on real quick, as you've noticed during the playthrough, I have been leveling up and all of that stuff. Really, I'm going to be honest with you, you don't even have to do that. You don't even have to level up once. People do this challenge where they actually play the game on soul level 1, which if you choose the very last class in the game, well, you're soul level 1. You don't even have to worry about leveling up or anything like that. And you can utilize that to kind of... Yeah, I still have those equipped. But you could just do that the entire time. You don't even have to... Let's see, you guys gonna go away?
Truth be told, I thought you had perished.
She doesn't have...
I have a favor to ask. My mother, the Witch of Izalith, was one of the primeval lords. Her power came from the soul that she found near the first flame. She focused this power to light a flame of her own. But she failed to control it. The flame of chaos engulfed Mother and my sisters and molded them into deformed creatures. Only I escaped. And now I am here. But my mother and sisters have been in anguish since. I beseech you, free Mother and my sisters from the flame of chaos. I cannot do it myself. I lack the strength and the bravery. But you, I realize what I am asking. But please, free their poor souls. Mother's ambitions were misguided, no doubt. But surely 1,000 years of atonement is enough. No luck. Well, Yappa, do not...
I'm just want to get rid of this poison because it's getting on my nerves.
Ah, I was expecting you.
Let's see if she has anything else.
I have a favor.
Okay, so she just repeats the same thing.
I cannot. But
So
others.
she takes what has happened to her family very seriously, at the fact that they committed an ultimate sin by trying to recreate the first flame. Now, what we do know about the first flame, I wanted to buy that. We're going to end up buying all of her spells that she can do. But what we do know is that she did escape because she knew it was necessary for her to escape. If she didn't escape, things would have been bad, and she would have been deformed just like all of her family. So, and we've seen that. We've seen that her brother is terribly, or was terribly disformed. We saw both of her sisters are disformed. We see that we're gonna see that her mother is also disformed. There's a lot of things that have happened here. So there's a lot of things that we're gonna have to try and take care of. And you know, ultimately, you look at this game. Oh, look, we have a friend over here too. But you look at this game and you see the things that these people have gone through, all the NPCs. You know, it is very bad on the things that have happened to them. And we're going to just kill these guys just because if I can get some more Titanite, it's always a good day. This is actually my farming spot if I want to get Titanite, because these guys drop green Titanite and large Titanite like candy. So let's talk to our boy Sigmar. That all you got to say, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Excuse me, I was so absorbed in thought I just drifted away. You see, I'm actually in a bit of a fix. I've made it this far, but I'm short on antidote moss for the trip back. By my knighthood, I'm ashamed to ask, but can you spare a few scraps of moss?
Of course, bro.
Fantastic. Thank you. A saint you are. This Knight of Katarina expresses his deepest gratitude. I shall not forget this. Please, take this, a symbol of my appreciation.
Pierce shield.
Well, our fates do seem entwined, don't they? Perhaps this, too, is the will of Lord Gwyn.
Man, I love Sigmar.
The poison swamp, like quicksand in there.
Ho ho!
Poison.
Let's read a shield that he just gave us. It's only 95% physical, but it has really good fire, so that's good. Shield of certain knights of Katarina, used in attacks with large protrusions in center, can be used as a thrust weapon. So you can actually use this as a weapon. Lobos Jr., if you've never watched him on his streams, he's a big challenge streamer for Souls games. He is awesome to sit there and watch if you've never watched him before. But he's really entertaining to watch because he does things all the time like that. Like he'll have for example, that shield, and he'll use that the entire game. He'll mod it in. So we come in here, get a plank shield. But if you hit that, you'll open up a secret wall. Let's go ahead and take a purple moss as well. Are you a mimic? You are not a mimic. Oh, and we opened up another one. Get twin humanities. And you see that my humanity is at 10. Hopefully I don't lose them, and hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. But now we have made it into the Great Hollow. We are actually now inside of one of the Great Hollow trees, mentioned from the very beginning of the game, the Ashen trees. We're inside of one, and you can actually see it. I believe you can see it from the outside. So let's go ahead and sit here just in case if we die, because you have to do a lot of falls over here. And I'm also going to go ahead and kindle this fire. Oh, well, I guess I need to go ahead and reverse my my hollowness. Alright, sorry about that. For that random cut, I actually had to go take care of something real quick. But, yeah, we're going to go ahead and rest here, because we've got to do a lot of different jumps. So let me go ahead and kindle this. Now, I have quite a bit of humanity on me, so I just want to make sure I have enough heal items while we're doing these little falls. Because there are a lot of things, and there's basilisks in the place, so I just want to make sure that if I fall, I'm okay, you know. And I'm trying to remember where we want to fall at. It's been a good minute, boys, since I've had to do this. Is it right here? Yeah, there we go. So now we got the Chloranthy ring. What that ring is essentially the same thing as our grass crest shield is. This ancient ring engraved with a large green flower is of unknown origin. Hastens the regeneration of stamina. Cannot speakaroo. So we're gonna fall right here and get stuck. I don't think there's an invisible wall. The heck? There we go. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't just take a tumble. That would have been my luck. I would have been trying to do something and I would have fell. Because, you know, it's not a game unless you fall, bros. See, it seems like we could have just walked right off into that, but I don't know. Seems a bit suspicious, my friends. It really does. And then down there are a bunch of basilisks, and there are a bunch of different crystal lizards in this area as well. Now, if you end up coming across crystal lizards, oh crap, I always hate that spot. But if you come across crystal lizards and all of a sudden you make the mistake of falling, like I did just right there. No, if you actually make the mistake of scaring them off, all you have to do is restart your game, stand in the same area that they're going to be at, and they'll actually come right back into the game and you can go ahead and kill them. So, if you never knew that, but now you do. Now you know, guys. Boom. And boom. There's no invisible walls right there. Oh, where'd that... Okay, so that fell in this spot right here. I'm wondering if... I'm trying not to miss any of the treasures for the most part. That's going to be kind of hard because I tend to kind of prioritize what is important treasures and what are not. I thought maybe I can just come right here and get it. Yeah. That was just a bad spot where I try to fall at. Get a red Titanite chunk. That's for if you have chaos weapons. You turn fire weapons into chaos weapons. So, just FYI. And then the next spot, I don't even think we can make that. Can I? Oh, I can. Cool. Didn't think I could. Oh boy. So we get a chunk. I'm gonna fall right here. And we're gonna try not to get cursed because I don't want to get cursed. I could wear my curse bite ring, but I'm not going to because I don't think it's really that big of a deal. And plus, when you're human and the more humanity... Well, I'm not human right now. But if you are human and the more humanity you have on you... oh, they dropped the Eye of Death for me. Cool. But if you have humanity on you, it will actually kind of bring down the effect some. So your resistance to it will be much higher than if you were a hollow like I am right now. It's been a while since I've been through this area, so please forgive me if I get a little bit lost. It's honestly been a while since I've actually played through the original Dark Souls. So I'm so glad. I've been actually wishing that they were going to bring this game out for a long time on the PS4, because to me this game is just such a classic, and I really wanted more people to be able to play this game. Of course, a lot of people are praising this game along with its original Demon Souls games that are Demon Souls that came out a bunch of years ago. A lot of people really gave that game a lot of credit, and it took it a long time for it to actually become popular because, one, as you've noticed while I've been playing, this game is not exactly known for its easy to play or easy to pick up gameplay. You have to actually kind of know what you're doing for the most part, or you have to kind of figure out things, and it takes some getting used to for a lot of different things from this game. So you have to actually kind of watch some tutorials or watch some walkthroughs of the game so that you can kind of learn how to play it. For me, I actually watched Epic Name Bro, Marcus. Man, I watched his videos non-stop back whenever I was first starting to play Dark Souls. I didn't even play Demon Souls because I didn't even have a PS3 for the longest time. I had a 360. And whenever I decided to get a... Oh gosh. When I actually decided to get the PS3, I decided to get Demon Souls. And I played through a good portion of it, but or not a good portion of it. I beat the beginning area for the most part. And then that's about where I left it off because I started playing other games. I actually used to own a gaming community back whenever Call of Duty was still somewhat interesting to play. I used to be a Call of Duty player. I don't play that game anymore. I know a lot of people love the game, but I don't. Not anymore. It's just, it lost a lot of its zeal and its glamour. But whenever I started playing Dark Souls was around the time I took over this gaming community, and I ran this gaming community along with about 5-6 other people. Sorry once again, my grandparents needed me for something. But like I was saying, I was playing Call of Duty during that time because I was in with this gaming community. I was managing 600 people, tournaments, and all these different things, and I just kind of focused on that, and there's a lot of games that I missed out on, which I really regret. So now that I'm not a part of something like that, I'm able to really put myself out there and actually play some stuff. What I'll do is screw that up. What I'm gonna do on these treasures that I've missed, I'll probably have to make a separate little thing showing that I've gotten them. And if there's anything that I see that is important, then I will let you guys know. First, let me make sure there's... Oh, there is another one. There's a few of you. I forgot. These guys hit really hard. They're... You see? And they're chasing me. We're gonna drink. I don't think they could fit in here. Can they? Oh, they can. They very much can. I will kind of kill these guys real quick before I even try to go any further with them. Try to see if I can... My gosh! Oh! You gotta love the sexual noises, bros. You really do. Are y'all weak to fire? A little bit. My gosh, that hits so freaking hard. So, I know it's kind of pointless for me to really go at them, but I think there's stuff in there that I'd like to... Oh my good lord. Can't believe that. Don't. Got the stun. Ow. Having to drink so much of these. At least he hadn't done his big uppercut. He does this one uppercut that does a ridiculous amount of damage. Are you gonna do? Okay. There we go. Sorry that was kind of the noobish way, but you know, sometimes you just gotta deal with mushrooms the proper way. You know what I mean? Alright, so... I love the ragdoll effects. I love Katamari these things. Anyways, let's continue on doing what we were doing. Alright. Ash Lake. Now, I'm about to look up, and this is going to be one of the few areas that actually has music. It's very rare to find any place in any of the Souls games that actually have music. You see all of those ashen trees? This place is amazing. I love Ash Lake. There's such an ambience to it that I just absolutely love this place. I think if I fell right there, I would have died. But look at those trees, man. And they also have a Hydra here, so... Now, I'll actually try to show y'all something which is pretty cool about that Hydra. Something you would never expect. I love this music, man. It's just so flippin' good. So we're gonna go ahead and rest at this bonfire now, since we don't have to worry about dropping down. I'll take care of all those treasures, or I may forget. If someone would like to remind me at the bottom, that would be great. You see how cool the Hydra looks? Now, I'm gonna change into a different shield. Because I want to make sure that I have something that has some decent stability. So I'll probably just stick to that right there. And I think this one hits a little bit harder than the one that hits in whatchamacallit. And wow. Did you see that? That thing just knocked me back. That's funny. That is so freaking hilarious. I love this game. It makes me laugh so hard. Anyways. Before I was so rudely interrupted, and I'm sorry if by chance my mic cracks from time to time. I don't have one of those little sound canceling things that kind of help out with that. I don't have one of those. I really wish I did, because if I did, I wouldn't be having these problems. But we're going to kind of run for now, and then I will show y'all another time whenever I actually kill this thing. But let's grab this. Dragon scales. And is there anything? No, there's nothing specific about this particular... I thought there was. I don't know why I did. Okay. I was trying to see. Because see, this Hydra can do something really cool. And I'm trying to get them to do it. Oh, and there's also these clams. Be careful of the clams. They actually hit very hard. What you gonna do, Hydra? Can't get me if I'm covered up. What you gonna do, bruh? What you gonna do? Yeah, that's not gonna work. I'm right here. You can't even do anything. You just gonna keep sitting there and spitting water on me? That's kind of gross. Yeah, that's all it's going to do for now. And we also see over here, while we're trying to dodge clams and we're also trying to dodge Hydra, we see the skull of a demon. Uh-oh. What's the Hydra about to do? Oh my gosh, it's flying. Nothing has been more glorious about a giant thing flying as much as watching Godzilla fly. Now these things right here, if you actually kill them, a lot of times they'll drop purging stones, and they can also drop twinkle sprinkles. So you can actually get twinkling titanite from these things. So that is a cool thing about them. That's why I actually like killing them. If the Hydra wasn't here, I'd probably focus a little bit more. And I'll probably come back here another time to farm them to get some twinkle sprinkles, so that I can also upgrade some more things. Now, I also have some moss clumps that I can also trade to the crows. Oh no! I thought I was donezo. I need to watch out so I don't end up, make sure nothing comes at me. Oh my gosh, don't you trap me in there. You prick. I'm not gonna fight the, oh my good freaking lord. If I die to a mushroom. There's a reason why I came over here. There's some goodies that you can get. And there's a very important miracle that I really wanted to get over here. So that's one of the main reasons why I came over here. I think you can drop right there. I think this is where you drop to get it. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty certain. Yes, I was right. Great magic barrier. Why don't we go ahead and read that real quick while we're safe. Miracle of Bishop Havel the Rock. Cover body in powerful defense magic coating. Havel the Rock, an old battlefield compatriot of Lord Gwyn, was the sworn enemy of Seath the Scaleless. He despised magic and made certain to devise means of counteraction. Now, it says right here, he just, like, Havel really did not like Seath at all. I mean, we've caught that from reading what it says right there. And it's very good for us to know that because, oh my gosh, I didn't realize he was just this close to me. We're gonna just have to book it, boys. But we realized that Havel really just did not like anything that dealt with magic. He felt that it was more of a, I would say probably along the lines of an abomination. And you kind of find out, one, he's a bishop. So he mainly mastered, oh my gosh. Let me go ahead and take off something so I can be a little bit less and heal. Gosh, freaking Hydra, man. But we see that he just hated Seath, and especially he hates dragons. Now, why would a spell like that be here in a place that you would not think that dragons would exist, because dragons are supposed to be dead? Or are they? This is the last everlasting dragon. We'll rest at his bonfire. But this is the last of the everlasting dragons. And we'll also find out that they have a covenant as well. We'll also join the dragon covenant and see what we get out of it. We got a dragon head stone and a dragon eye. The dragon head stone is an attachment, and we can actually offer up dragon scales. We have 4 of them. Which I don't think will do much of anything. But the dragon head stone, you can actually equip it. I think it's an equipable item that you can do right here. Let's see if I have it. Here we go. So it seems that I cannot use it, and I don't remember the reason why. I have to do some research on it. I can't remember the reason why it won't let me. Alright, let's see. Stone imbued with the power of dragons. Right of apostles of the ancient dragons. Gain head of dragon, emit dragon breath. So basically, at the cost of stamina, you can shoot out a fire breath. The dragon apostles seek transcendence of life itself, attaining the transformation into an ancient dragon. This right is only one step, but it cannot be reversed until death. So, if you actually have the full dragon set, I think it's the dragon head, the dragon torso, you will actually turn into a really ugly looking dragon wyvern thing. It's a very ugly looking thing, but a lot of people actually use it to kind of do their stuff, and it can do a lot of stamina damage if you use it. Let's also read this. And an art of transcendent apostle who pray to the ancient dragons. To be alive is to be vulnerable, and the fiery gods are no exception. The apostles seek other plane of existence which transcends life. Because the dragons are 100% immortal. Now we can actually come around here, and you see he's got a tail. And don't worry, you can actually attack him and cut off his tail, and he won't attack you back. So you're not going to lose your chance at being a part of the covenant, and you can actually kill him because he is an actual everlasting dragon. But I mean, this thing is just wicked looking, just hands down, just wicked looking. Got like 2 wings, 3 wings on each side, furry body, tiny little head, giant forearms. Yeah, it's a weird looking thing. But we got its dragon tail, which is a dex weapon for the most part. Let's see, let's look at this thing. Thing looks pretty cool. Let's see if it'll let me do it. No, it won't let me do it because I don't have the right stats. But you can actually slam this thing on the ground, and when you slam it on the ground, it'll actually shoot out a burst of energy, just like how the Drake sword does. It's a really cool weapon. So let's read about it. And it does like 390 damage. This sword, one of the rare dragon weapons, came from the tail of the stone dragon of Ash Lake, descendant of the ancient dragons. Its great mystical power will be unleashed when wielded by 2 hands, or with 2 hands. So this weapon is really, really strong. It's not a weapon I can use, obviously, because I don't have enough strength. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just put it inside my box, because I just honestly have no way to be able to use it. I'll keep that one. Let's see, where is it at? I have my Drake sword in there. I'm putting that one in there. Putting this other great sword in there. I'll go ahead and... Oh, I had to unequip it, of course. Duh, Stan. Duh. Let's see. Let's go back and do this. But we see that there was a spell by our boy, our big boy, Havel the Rock. He came here for a reason, and we don't know exactly the reason why, other than the fact that he was wanting to basically, and how I would assume, he was coming here to kill this dragon. That's the only thing I can think of why he would be here. What other reason would he have for having a spell here? like we said in the beginning, that could not also not be Havel himself. That could just be someone who has a similar spell to him, or has his spell. There's a very good chance that it's the case. And if it is, then it is. But for the most part, though, we can kind of assume that it is him at the same time, because there is speculation that he was on his way down here to come kill the dragons. And he probably caught wind of this particular dragon. And we'll kind of figure that out a little bit by the fact that those clams, this is not the only place that those clams kind of appear up at. They actually appear at a different place as well. And we're going to be going to that place here really soon. So don't think that we're not. So let's head on back to Firelink Shrine, because there's nothing else that we can really do here other than kill the Hydra, and I'm not going to kill the Hydra just yet. Just being honest with y'all. Not laying y'all off right now, but I will show me killing both Hydras. But we've come to realize that there are a lot of things going on here. A lot of things. And actually, you know how I said that you could see that ashen tree from Firelink? There it is. That's highly speculated that that's one, and this is kind of speculated that this is also an ashen tree as well. This big giant tree that's coming out of the thing, but I mean, it could not be at the same time, but it is kind of speculated that it is. But, well, bros, we've done a lot of things. I know it was kind of a slower episode, but we were able to do quite a few things that was necessary for us. So, on the next episode, we'll actually continue doing something important. We're going to head off to the Duke's Archive to go get a specific item, and then we're going to be heading off to the DLC. I will let you know, I've never played the DLC. So everything that you're going to see is going to be complete and total raw emotion. So you're going to see me flipping out, and it's going to be legit, like, honest to God, me flipping out because I screwed something up. So, guys, I'll catch you all next time. Cheers.